hip-hop national. If you gon' play to win and you want the major spins, this is where you need to be 3 days a week from 8 to 10. This hip-hop national where everybody got a voice. And if you want to hear it, man, then you got a choice. Put your opinion in it. See if it makes sense and spin it. See who is benefiting. Don't let the critics hear it. You say you got some lyrics, think you can really sing? Well, let's just take a listen. Poetic and King of Kings.
Welcome to Hip Hop National Radio Conference Call and Feedback Line. I am Don Jr., your host, and we're going to have an excellent night tonight. Tonight's topic is how do DJs connect your music to the streets. The reason why DJs are so important because they're your first point of contact sometimes between the artists and their new fans and the old-time listeners. And the first guest that I have tonight is Donna, and she's actually live on the online radio station a lot, and I'm going to let her actually break down the times that she's on and what she do. Donna, are you with us, ma'am?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm ready.
That's
yeah.
good.
Can
you introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are, where you represent from, and what you do all over at your radio station?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, my name is Donna Hunt, but I'm also known as Mo Fuhari. That's my stage name. My partner is Chris Morale, and together we got together. I worked with him for quite a lot of years, like 6 or 7 years, from England, and I came over from England in February 2009 to work closer with him, and we were listening to the music on the radio that we're hearing, and we weren't happy with what was representing hip hop. So we pulled together, we put our hands in our pockets and put together a radio show and we called it the Chris Morale Experience. And we play the stuff that we feel represents hip hop. We play some of our music and the artists that's out there that are not getting the attention that they need, that they deserve. And so, yeah, we're on Wednesday nights, 9 to 10 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me. On WIFI 1460 AM, or you can listen through our chat room on WeRunRadio.com. And yeah, we just connect with all the artists that we can reach out to.
Can you tell our listeners why the DJs are the first point of contact when they're actually new artists trying to get their music out to the radio stations and the different DJs? Can you kind of chime in on that from us?
Well, I think we are the ones that can actually spread the music, the good music. A lot of the DJs on the AM and FM radios at the moment are playing music that they're instructed to play, that that they're paid to play. And it's really the responsibility of the DJs to listen to the street, to listen to what the music that they want to get out there, and it's their responsibility to do their part. So they play a very, very important role.
It's the all day grind. You never can actually put a price tag on being a DJ because you are the first point of contact now. Oh, let me ask you, do y'all actually do you ride in the streets and go out in the field and promote?
Oh, definitely. I'm always I'm either out talking to people all the time. Bus stops, I don't care where I am. I've talked to people. We had a taxi driver one day go on the show. Somebody I just met that day said, "Oh, I rap. Okay, we'll get out." He wanted to have something to say, so we brought him in. But if if somebody's got something to say and their heart's in hip hop, and in fact, it's not just hip hop, but we listen to all artists. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves a chance if their music is real and it speaks to the streets and it speaks to people. Then we give them a chance. But
we definitely really, really appreciate you being on the show. We got a lot of hands up, and I actually have to go through to these phone lines. So I'm gonna take a call. I'm gonna say the first 6 digits of your area code, and please announce yourself and let us know where you're calling from. 323-781. Hey, what's going on, Chris? What's good with you?
Oh, man, loving this conference call, and at the same time loving the point that I'm able to give some information to those who need it. My name is Chris PoeEtiq. I got 28 years in the music business. I work with every major possibly think of. I started out with Africa Bambaataa, started out doing street teams first at 14 years old, and from there I kept building on to end up becoming National Director of Promotions for RCA, worked for Warner Brothers. The first original street team was Warner, before Loud, before Puffy, before all that, the Flavor Unit. I worked every top 10 record that you could possibly think of in the last 28 years as far as hip-hop and R&B. I launched the DJ Association in South Florida. I launched the DJ Association in Oklahoma City called Street Grind Records, which is also Street Grind Radio with DJ T-Nice. I also helped Tony Neal start up the Core DJs. I helped start out the Hitman DJs. I helped start our franchise, Bulldog, Pitbull DJs. I started out with Jam Pony Express DJs back in Florida when I was 18 years old, so I worked all the records that Luke and every bass record that you can possibly think of, and I've been consistent. So now when it comes down to doing what I'm doing now, I manage groups. I also consult artists and consult the image, consult different personalities. My hand is in the middle of the streets, and I keep the streets is what pay me. So to tell you what goes on as far as the topic of the discussion tonight, without knowing what's going on regionally, citywide, inner city, or urban, or suburban, you have to be able to understand that there's a pulse. And you also know that that pulse has got a certain beat to it. Within that beat, there's a bunch of priority DJs or priority people, let's say, in each individual market. When it comes down to those able to apply and support, it could be the DJ in the club. It could be a DJ that does mixtapes. It could be a DJ that's just learning how to spin, cut, and mix. But the whole point is he's a DJ, and he's able to get around people within a short period of time. It's like the Pied Piper syndrome. Whenever you're able to bring a bunch of people to one location and have a good time, you that man, and you that person that just touched a whole bunch of ears. The DJ itself has got to know how to pick up the club, how to pace the club, as well as excite the club, as well as drop the club. It all depends on the genre of music that you decide to use. You know, so two-steppers came in. That reminds me back in the days of the disco era when you had Jocelyn Brown mixing in with somebody else's guy with Good Times. So you knew that those records worked, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when he come back, you also heard Method Man and Mary J. Blige come back with something else, with All I Need, and then you had another record to be able to support that. So it all depends on the popularity, the support, and what goes on in the marketplace. So that means if you're a label, artist, consultant, or anything like that, you got to concentrate on what makes your market jump, what makes your market, what's the hottest clubs in the marketplace, how you going to be able to make it happen for yourself. Once you get into the link, that means everybody's going to self-control and start talking to each other. And when they start talking to each other, that means that they circulate in your name, the sound, and everything else like that. That's why mixtapes are important. That's also a reason why when it comes down to mixtape DJs, you give it to them as an exclusive first, or you either try to customize your mixes for your hot DJ in your marketplace where you live at. That's why most record companies try to do you indirectly. They say, did you control your market? Where are you from? And do you have a foundation where you live at? Because if you can't get it happening in your backyard, they want to know what makes you think you're going to happen someplace else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're looking at the whole show in schematics. I broke it down the easiest, lamest way I could possibly break it down. Any other questions, hit Don Jr. up. Don.